Hey guys, basically I'm gonna be doing a review, which I have never done before, so I'm really nervous. I'm gonna be doing it on the anime that everyone's freaking out about right now, Shingeki no Kyojin, episode 8, which was highly anticipated by many viewers, I'm guessing. I know that I freaked out about it a lot. So yeah. Basically, what I'm gonna talk about is a linkage between episode 7 and episode 8, and how it was easy to tell, yet many things are still unknown. So, for example, Eren's return. I personally always knew that there was no way he could be dead. He was a main character. To make him just die and have Mikasa as the main character would completely ruin the anime for me. I don't know about you guys, but it would ruin it for me. So I always hoped that he would make a return, which he did in this episode, which I was really happy about. But from episode 7, what I picked out that made me guess he was going to be making a return, hopefully recently, which he did, was the introduction of the new Titan, which I'm sure everyone noticed. That was the whole big thing about that episode. That was the big climax, shall we say. The camera angles pretty much gave a lot away. For example, Connie named the Titan off as just an abnormal or eccentric Titan. There was nothing special, like we had seen it before. But the camera paid particular emphasis on that Titan throughout the whole episode, and in particular parts, for example the eyes, the hair, and the body, which all resembled greatly to Eren, who had previously been consumed or eaten by a Titan. So I want to talk about how we knew that from the emphasis, like the body. All of the Titans had particularly almost chubby or voluptuous forms, whereas this Titan was more muscular and skinny, which we had not seen before. Even within the very few skinny Titans that we had seen, they were not muscular. This Titan was specifically shown at a very distinct angle to emphasize abdomen muscles, which we had not seen before, as well as the hair, which was particularly long. Although some Titans did have kind of like semi-long hair, this Titan had much longer. As well as the particular color and style, brown, waved, and length, which was all the exact same as Eren's. The eye color we had not been shown before in a Titan. This one was very vibrant emerald green, much like Eren's. So I kind of guessed that that would be a tie between Eren. For example, theories like reincarnation. Buddhists believe in their religion that when we die we come back as an animal form or another human form, based on our karma and how we lived as humans and how we treated our life. I found it particularly strange that the Titan population was so big, yet they had no reproduction systems or no distinct differences between male and female genitalia. They all looked they were all shown to have the same body shapes. So there was no way that they could produce children or anything like that. So I came up with a theory from episode 7 that when one is consumed by a titan, he or she is reincarnated into the form of a titan. Now that would prove problematic in the episode with the titan, which showed distinct emotions towards titans and humans, and distinct differences between how each should be treated. We had never seen a titan rebel before until that episode, and the one that looked strangely like Eren. So I thought that maybe when one is reincarnated, he or she either forgets or is just reprogrammed in a way where they don't think about their human life, their human emotions, or their human memories. It's all like stored away or completely forgotten. This would link in with STM, LTM, and flashbulb memory. Long term or short term for STM and LTM. Basically, when we learn something, it goes into our short-term memory unless we revise over it repetitively. Then it sinks into the long-term memory and we remember it forever, unless we just leave it there and then it goes back into the short-term memory. Flashbulb memory is when basically it's when you're so traumatized by something that as soon as you see it, without revising, without going over it or anything, it automatically goes into your long-term system, so you remember it forever. A great example of this would be the 9/11 attack. Most people, even in different countries, if they were nowhere near the 9/11, had no relatives or friends or anything that were affected badly by it. They just saw it on TV at the time. They will remember what they were wearing, who they were with, what location they were at. Like, they will remember everything because it was such a massive thing. It was such, like, it was something no one thought would happen kind of thing. So it went straight into everyone's flashbulb memory. And I think that's what Isayama was particularly trying to emphasize in this episode. That Eren, after watching his mother be eaten by a titan, instead of going into stages like denial and trying to think like of other ways that it could have happened, he just went in complete rage mode, like we seen. And his determination was so strong to eliminate all titans that it went straight into his flashbulb memory, and because it was so strong, it would be almost impossible for him to forget it, even in the life form of a titan. Even Mikasa kind of gave us a great hint in episode 7. She said when she was about to be eaten by a titan, and this particular titan like kind of jumped in to save her and started beating up so to say the other titan, she said she felt a strong negative like vibe from the titan, almost like an aura that I thought greatly resembled Eren. Like, why else would it be protecting Mikasa? When he killed that titan, it was so completely different to when he killed any other titan. The one that was about to attack Mikasa, he completely just tore it apart. He showed no mercy, no remorse for what he was doing. He just completely blew the top kind of thing. Whereas all the other titans, he was just going for their vital organs and doing it very immediately, very quickly. It was just over. But not with this one. He kind of tortured it a bit, I thought. Which would tie in with Eren's characteristics greatly, so I thought that was a huge giveaway. And all of, well, not all of it, the reincarnation and the emotions and memories and stuff weren't, but Eren and the stuff about Eren was all kind of, it was all concluded in this episode 8. He was, in fact, the Titan, which I thought was a great relief. I thought they were going to milk it like all the other episodes and going to make us wait for like another 2 weeks or something. I'm really glad they just got it over with in this episode, because I was really excited for it and stuff. I hope they kind of go on more about the memories and the reincarnation and tell us how the Titans populate themselves. That would kind of give me a lot to be able to understand things. Another thing I want to talk about would be Armin as a character. I watched a vlog where Armin was given a very negative response. He was kind of bashed on a little bit. I loved the vlog. I'm not saying that it was in any way wrong or bad or I disliked it. No, I thought it was really good. I just disagreed with the way the vlogger portrayed Armin. I think that he is great as a character of symbolism. I think he is particularly great in portraying the way we would think in situations like that. I mean, of course there would be people who would be strong and would fight, but your psyche would like be the complete opposite, or at least I think it would be. I know that if I was put in a situation like that, I would disintegrate from my mental state and then just die, basically. So yeah, I think he's a great character in the sense that he's a symbol for what mere humans and mere civilians would be like in that state, especially on a losing army. You would completely freak and you would consider suicide the way Armin wasn't shown to think, but kind of implicated it. He took the sword and he was talking about how he was going to do anything not to get eating, so it kind of gave us thoughts that he was going to commit suicide. And a lot of people would think that. A lot of people would rather commit suicide than they would be eaten by a Titan. So I thought that was really clever, actually, that they put this kind of stuff in there and showed how we would react in a mental state through a character. That was really enjoyable for me. Since I haven't updated in a long time, I am going to do another vlog and I'll upload it straight after I upload this, so I hope you look forward to that. I'm going to talk about moon tides and how the moon affects us and the whole earth completely and everything around us. So yeah, watch out for that and I'll upload it soon. Bye!